The basic plan is a great option if you're looking to streamline your shipping process but don't need any of our advanced inventory capabilities yet. The setup process is quick and easy, and new users can be set up to start fulfilling their orders in a matter of minutes. You'll just need the login credentials for your shopping carts and marketplaces, a card for paying for postage, and your warehouse and shipping address to get your accounts set up and going. So this tutorial is just going to go over the sign up and setup process for the basic plan, as well as a quick tour of the features. So to get started, we'll go find the trial link. And here we will enter an email address and a password and hit create your account. So here we have the option to enter our company name and our company information. So we'll just enter that here. Phone number, this is great if you call into support, we'll be able to associate it with your account. So definitely enter that here. So whoever's going to be the best contact as well if we have any questions about your account, if we're seeing any problems with the connections or anything like that. And then wherever you heard about us, go ahead and enter that there. The next step here is going to be connecting your shopping cart. So from here, you can choose whatever cart you're wanting to connect. I would suggest the cart that has the most up-to-date product information, because the first cart you connect, we're going to start importing your products immediately. And if you have, for example, a website, your main sales channel, it has all of your product weights and dimensions, it has the UPCs, the correct SKUs, and connect that cart first because it's going to pull in all of that product information. So that's less setup for you to do. We also have this other option. So if you don't have a cart yet, or you're wanting to test it, or you don't have your cart login credentials, you can select other and we'll just connect a demo cart that has some test data in it for you. And if it is another cart that we don't actually integrate with, or it's something that you need custom, you can enter here. We'll gather that information. Go on to the next step here. So here we're going to select our plan. We're signing up for the basic plan, but we could change our mind and sign up for the pro plan if we realize, oh wait, we do need drop shipping, inventory kitting, purchase orders, all those advanced features. We'll go ahead and select basic and confirm our plan. So here you can check whichever plan is best for you, which you're going to fit in and have your best features. We'll just go with this most popular one here and confirm. And now here we are going to enter our warehouse information. So which address will we be shipping from? This is part of the process, is just going ahead and creating your warehouse. So we'll enter the information here. Make sure all of that's correct, and we'll hit next. If you don't have that information right now, you can say skip this and I'll get back to it later, but it's super handy to just go ahead and do it here. And it's all editable in the future, so you don't have to worry about it not working out. Here's where we'll enter our card information. So this will be used for your subscription at the end of your trial. You'll get a 24-hour notice of that, so you'll be prepared for when it's going to go through. But it's also really important to connect your card for postage. So this is how you're going to be able to pay for USPS postage, get access to our rates and everything. And it just really streamlines the process. So we'll go ahead and enter that here. And now we come to when we hit next after entering our card information, we get this get started page. It's basically saying your order's already importing from that cart you connected and all of that. So you can click get started here. We're basically just in our dashboard now. So this is going to be where you pull up whenever you log in. You'll see a quick action of, how many orders you have and awaiting fulfillment that you need to process. So I already have 7 orders that imported from that cart I connected. You'll also see if you have any unprinted labels or any other outstanding stuff here. These will be action items, and you can click on this link to go directly to those items. You'll also see when your last sync was and information there. We also post product updates, so if there's like bug fixes, new features, that sort of thing, it's kind of got a history here. And if you click view all, you can see like tons of our past history of our release updates that are once a week. So this is just kind of a place to kind of get some new information, get up to date on your account, and then you'll go from here to wherever you need to take action. So let's go ahead and set up our account though. So right here we have our company name. When we click this, we will see our settings drop down. So all of the different settings options. We have the username that we are logged in with, and we also have our support pin. So this support pin is great to know where it is, because whenever you call into our support team, if you have that pin, they'll be able to access your account much more quickly, and kind of get onto it and get your problems fixed really efficiently. And if you do have questions, their phone number is on the bottom of any of our settings pages. So it's right here. It's also all over the just normal website and everything. So easy to find. Here in the general settings, this is where we can edit our company name. So if I mistyped it or wanted to say something else, whatever. We can also edit the email for outgoing messages. So if you're doing any tracking notification emails or any outbound emails from Ordoro, this is what it's going to be, your sent from address. So just make sure that's accurate and what you want to be customer facing. Here is the currency shown in Ordoro. It defaults to the dollar symbol, and then the currency used for shipping is USD. If you're like in Canada, you can definitely switch this to like Canadian dollar or, whatever you're tracking here. And hit save once you've edited any of that. For the next piece, let's take a look at our warehouses. So like I said, we created that warehouse. We have the address and everything here. We can modify the name or the address or anything like that. You can also print your address labels. So if you need like return address labels for this warehouse, it's easy to print those out. You can also add another warehouse. If you're shipping from multiple locations, just add it here. If this is going to be your default warehouse, you can check this and make this default warehouse checkbox, and that will set it to the correct warehouse, as that is your default warehouse. And let's see, so shippers as well. So since we entered our card information and our warehouse information during the sign up process, our USPS account is already set up for us here. So this is where you're going to be able to add postage. You can enable postage autofill. So if you're getting down to a certain limit, you can pop it back up. Right now I have a daily limit of 0. This happens if you don't connect a card, or if you connect our like demo card. It's just a security purpose there. So if you see this and you need to add postage, just contact our support team. They can update that for you really quickly once they go through the security check. On down here, we have automation rules. So these are going to be what you'll use to really get an advanced process, an automated process going for your orders. So if you know, like based on requested ship method, what the shipping, all the shipping parameters are going to be, this is where you'd set that up. We have a full video on this, so that goes into detail on how it works and how to set it up and everything. Same for presets. They are a shipping option where you can preset all of your shipping parameters and apply those automatically. You can use those in automation rules. There's also a video on setting up and creating presets as well. So check those out. Those are going to be super helpful for really automating your process. Gone through here, printing. If you are going to enable Instaprint, this is where you would enter API keys and everything to connect directly to your printer and just instantly print. Scales is the same thing. It's the same type of connection, same API key, and this would just be so that you can weigh as you're in the label process, label creation process. Accounting, this is where you would add an accounting integration. We're currently integrated with QuickBooks, so you set that up and we'll send orders over to QuickBooks. You can send them directly from Ordoro. Payments, this is if you're going to process any payments within Ordoro. So if you're creating manual orders, phone orders, that sort of thing, you can actually accept those payments in Ordoro here with payment. We're currently integrated with Stripe, and we'll be adding more in the future. So you can process all those payments here. Billing, this is where you're going to see your account information, know what card's being charged for postage, and your actual subscription, what your current plan is, and everything. And then data import, this is a really cool section. So if you have any other data that you want to go ahead and import into your account, you can create addresses. If you have manual orders, maybe from like, we have people from Kickstarter, they have, a batch of orders they need to create and ship out. You can import those here, and that will create the orders in your orders tab for you to go ahead and create those shipping labels. Users here, this is going to be if you have any other users. So whenever you make changes to orders and products, we track what users making those changes. So for good visibility into like what's going on and who's doing things, I would definitely suggest adding users for each user that's going to be accessing the account. Sales channels, if you have more than the one sales channel that you connected initially, you can add more sales channels here and get those to start syncing. Packing list, this is where you're going to set up your packing list. So you'll be able to upload your logo so that your logo shows on the packing list. You can create multiple packing lists. So you can, here's where you would give it a name. So like maybe it's my Shopify packing list or my Amazon packing list. Add custom text, all of this. And basically this is just setting up the formatting for your packing list for your outgoing shipments and everything. And whatever logo you use here, if you're including logos on anything else, you'd select, whatever packing list is associated with the correct logo. So that's a cool option too. And this logo can be included when you're printing, like I mentioned earlier, if you have warehouse labels, that logo can be included on the labels as well. So you'll definitely want to set that up. And that's probably all you got to do here in the settings section. Like I said, when you connected your sales channel, we automatically started importing products and orders. So you can see here, I have 7 orders from that sales channel. And then if I go to the product section, I see I have 14 products here that were associated with that sales channel. The ones that had UPCs, those UPCs imported, the weights imported. If they'd had dimensions, those would have imported as well. And then I can see what sales channel it's associated with here. And so then when I go to my product section or order section, this is where I'm going to create all my shipping labels. This is probably the section that you're going to spend the most time in, just because it's where all the action happens, but it is all super quick and automated, so maybe not a ton of time. So you'll see here you can select orders, you can create their shipping labels, you can do it in batch. We have tons of videos on using this page in detail because there's a ton of functionality packed in here. So definitely check those out if you want to learn all about it. Other actions here, you can export CSVs of your orders. You can create your scan forms and end-of-day forms for your carriers so that when they come pick it up, you have everything ready for them. Lots of other features here. We have filtering, sorting. You can create a manual order from here. And then, so this is our awaiting fulfillment. So these are all of our new orders that we haven't created shipping labels for yet. So from here, an order can move to the canceled filter if you cancel it. Maybe it was canceled on the sales channel or the customer changed their mind, whatever. Or once you create a shipping label, it's going to move to the shipped filter. And this is where you're going to be able to keep up with all of your shipped orders. You can see your tracking numbers. You'll be able to see any unprinted labels. So if you need to print them out, you create your labels and then print them out later, you'll be able to filter to those here. And then filter down by sales channels and all kinds of information here as well. We also have an analytics section. So this is included on all of the basic plans. It's pretty cool. You get to see your order account and filter that by sales channels and date timeframes. You can see your revenue. That's just exactly what's coming in from the order on the sales channel. We have costs. So if you're tracking your product costs, you can upload those via that data import section I showed you in settings. And then that information will show up here to calculate cost as well as shipping costs that you've actually paid. And then we break these down side by side between shipped and unshipped orders. You see your revenue by state, and then you can hover over different states to see certain information. You can see if you had multiple sales channels, you'd have your revenue by sales channels here. And then this revenue by supplier, this would be something if you upgraded to our Pro plan and were tracking your suppliers in here, you'd be able to see a breakdown of that as well. And then with all of these, you can also see there's this CSV button. So if you click this, it's going to download a CSV of this report. You'll get a little message that it's exporting, and then it'll just download directly through your browser. So I have mine just down here. And along with all these financial stats, you're going to be able to track your shipping stats, which is awesome. So you'll be able to filter this by sales channel as well, but you'll be able to see your shipping cost, your average shipping cost, how many shipped orders you have. We break it down to cost by carrier, cost by shipped orders by carrier, fulfillment speed, which is really cool. So if like you're selling on Amazon, you can filter by Amazon and see what your fulfillment speed is there. Know if you need to do, make any changes to your process to improve that. We also have shipping cost by method. So, we break it down by carrier, but we also break it down by different shipping methods. So maybe you're spending a ton of money on priority and not much on first class or something like that. You can kind of see that breakdown. And all of these are also exportable into a CSV. So it's super cool to be able to really dig into your data that way. Inventory stats and top sellers, those would be if you're on the inventory tracking plan, our pro plan, you'd be able to see those more advanced analytics. And then in top customers here, this is pretty cool. You're just basically going to see what customers are spending the most money with you. So if you want to do like a quarterly or an end of year or whatever customer appreciation, maybe there's a customer appreciation day, there probably is. Whatever, you can search to that in here and find out who your top customers are. And it's going to break it down. They're in order by the total spent, so the total money they spent with you. But we also show the number of orders that money was spent on and how many different products they ordered in those purchases. So you could have a customer that spent like $1,000 on one order and a customer who spent $800 on two orders. So you can kind of see that breakdown here and just see who's spending the most money. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it here. If you... Let's see, you'll also be able to have links to our support center. So if you have any questions or anything, if you're needing to look something up, definitely go check it out there. We have so many helpful articles. And if there's not, if you can't find the answer there, you can definitely reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you figure it out. This link here, this also goes to our support center, or you can check out our system status. So if there are any slowness issues or anything that we're noticing, maybe like an integration isn't working because someone's API is down, whatever, we'll kind of have that information here in the system status. Like I said, the support center. And then this right here is our activity menu. This is going to show our recent activities, syncs, imports. So this shows that, we imported our products when we connected our sales channel, and then it also shows where we imported our orders. So you can kind of see what's been going on, how frequently it's been syncing, if have those been successful, if there's an error, you can see that here as well. And then sync settings here. So this is where you're going to turn on or off if you're going to import orders. So if I wanted to import orders for this sales channel, it was turned off because it is our demo account, but it would be checked on, or I can turn it on and off, whatever I want to do, and update auto sync settings. I can also, if I just want to, I know that a big order just came in, I want to go ahead and ship it out before the end of the day or whatever, I can hit sync buttons and it will go ahead and pull in orders at that time, even if, it synced 15 minutes ago. So you can really sync anytime you need to and manage all your sync settings up there. Yeah, and I think that's just about it. Those are all kind of the basic tabs. Like I said, we have more in-depth videos on all of our features, and we're putting out more consistently. So if you want to dig into any of the features we kind of skimmed over today, definitely take a look at our other videos. And if you have questions that you can't get an answer to, reach out to us. If it's not out there, someone here has an answer. So definitely reach out to your account manager or our support team, and we'll all be really happy to help you out here. Anyway, this is kind of a long video, but good setup and slight demonstration. If you have any questions, reach out to us. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys.